Where's the dog? Yeah. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. We are live from the Gulf Islands, and it's a lazy Sunday afternoon. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at palm trees. Hey, stop exposing your toes. That's funny. I'm actually sitting on the couch here, relaxing. I'm doing this, relaxing. So I'm just looking out the living room window like that. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm looking at. Hey, KM. And stop that dog. Stop that dog. Welcome into the live stream. We're on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific, a small island off the far west coast of Canada. Stand up here. Here, this is the view I'm looking at. Isn't that beautiful? Looks like a rainforest, doesn't it? Isn't that nice? It's a warm day. Oh, there's the dog. There he is. Watch this. He does not like when I touch her. Okay, he protects her. This little dog protects the owner. That's a good boy. He's like a guard dog. That's a guard dog Yorkie. Say hi to everybody. Yeah, he's cute. He's old too. He's 12. He's over 12 years old now. His birthday was April 3rd. He turned 12. So that's Kahu. And Kahu is short for Kaho'olawe. So he's a Yorkie Havanese. He's 8 pounds. And if you don't know what Kaho'olawe is the smallest of 8 Hawaiian islands. He was the smallest of 8 puppies. So Kaho'olawe. Sorry about that. Oh, he's an Aries. Yeah, I'm an Aries too. I was born March 29th. We have Korea in there, Aries too. I was born March 29th. We have Korea in there. KM is from Korea. Cool. I'm guessing South Korea. Maybe Seoul. Maybe Jeju Island. Jeju Island. There's an island off of there that's supposed to be pretty cool off of South Korea. They grow lots of palm trees. He's an Aries like me. Sorry about that. The Starlink kind of crapped out for a minute, so that's why the signal was gone. Anyway, so he is the smallest of 8 puppies. And when we sit on the beaches on Maui, we look over at the small island called Kaho'olawe. And Wendy and I said, if we ever get a puppy, we will name him Kaho'olawe. So we call him Kaho'olawe and Kahu for short. You both look young then. You must both look young then. Well, I'm 61. I don't know. Let's see. That's I'm 61 years old. So I don't know. I'm not that young, but I feel young. I don't feel that old. And Wendy's actually 65. So she's actually got like 4 years on me, Wendy. She's 65. I'm 61. But you know what? It's Starlink, man. The Starlink keeps acting up. Really annoying. So when the signal dies out and I disappear, it's because the Starlink system is acting up right now. Yes, you look younger than you are. Most Aries look young, however. Wow. I like that. Well, when I'm 70 years old, I hope I look 60 years old because I am 61. My birthday was March 29th. I turned 61 on March 29th. And yeah, the dog's in Aries. You know what? My daughter's in Aries too. Her birthday is April 5th. My daughter is 31, and my oldest son's 34. My youngest son's going to be 25 next week. So thanks a lot, my friend. You know what? You know what I find? I find I find as you get older, birthdays come faster. When you're younger, you can't wait till your birthday to get here. You're like, oh my God, I can't wait for my birthday to get here. And then when you're older, you're like, oh my God, it's my birthday already. That's how fast time flies. I find time goes faster as you get older, right? That's what I find. I don't know how old you guys are. I'm guessing you guys are pretty young. But like I say, it's all in your mind. That's how old you are, right? So it's just a number. I feel like I'm 31, really. I feel in my mind, I feel I can do stuff like a 31-year-old. I have tons of energy. And I work with young guys and I can keep up to them no problem. Matter of fact, they got to try to keep up to me. I got one speed, it's fast. So anyway, hopefully I can keep on ticking for a few more years. It's true, time does seem to move. It does. That's what Wendy and I say. Wendy, like I say, she turned 65 in December. And yeah, man, where does time go? She was born in 1959 and I was born in 64. So December 6th is her birthday. And when you get older, though, there are perks. So living where we are, she gets to ride the ferry for free. Yeah, she's a Sagittarius. You know, the crazy thing is, my ex-wife was a Sagittarius too. So my ex-wife was born on December 4th, and Wendy was born on December 6th, and my sister's born December 10th. So yeah, she's a Sagittarius. Are you a Sagittarius too? Wow, cool. Well, that's good. So Wendy says that's fire. I don't know. She says that's the fire. I'm fire and you're fire, right? Yeah, I'm married. Yeah, I've been married. This is my second marriage. My first marriage, I was over 26 years. And Wendy and I have been married. We've been together over 13 years, but 9 years this year. November 30th, we will be married 9 years. We got married on Maui. And the first time I got married on the island of Oahu, Hawaiian Islands. And yeah, no, Mary, she's a good gal. Wendy's a really good gal. And you can see her. She's in lots of the videos here. This is actually Wendy's YouTube channel. This is my wife's YouTube channel, but I like to do live streams for her just to kind of keep it going. And I shoot a lot of videos for it too, a lot of shorts. Anyway, I appreciate you guys tuning into the channel. What happened to your first wife? Oh, we got divorced. We just kind of grew apart as we grew older. Like I was with her since she was a teenager. I've known her since she was 15. And as we grew older, we just kind of grew apart. No different interests in life. We're still friends. She's a really good gal. We had 3 kids together, and we were married over 26 years and together 27 and a half years. So, but she's a really nice gal. She lives over on the Big Island. Hey, I grew up on Maui and was born there. No way. That is so cool, Annabelle. Right on. I was married just past McKenna Beach, Wendy and I. You know where McKenna is? You know where Big Beach is? So you just drive a little bit past Big Beach. And we were married at, well, they call it Wedding Beach. So we were married at Wedding Beach on Maui. So, but yeah, it's beautiful there. Love Maui no Ka'oi. Maui's a beautiful island, and yeah, that's why we love it so much. It's a special place to us. So that's why our dog's name is Kaho'olawe, Kahu for short, because we named him after the island of Kaho'olawe, right? So mahalo for coming in here, and aloha and shaka wave from our islands to your island. We're on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. So we are on, I'll show you where we are. We're on a small island in the North Pacific. And it's beautiful here, okay? And we'll go outside and we'll show you what it looks like in this part of the world. Where you guys are 3 time zones behind us. We're Pacific Coast time, same time zone is Los Angeles here on the southern Gulf Islands. So I'll go outside. Beautiful here. It's a really beautiful place. And yeah, look up the southern Gulf Islands. We're off the far southwest coast of Canada. Said hi, Annabelle. Aloha. We're off the far southwest coast of Canada. We're going to get a sunset here. And just absolutely a spectacular place. What time is it here? It is, let's see, I'll tell you. I think it's 7:21. 7:21 Pacific time. PM. 7:21 PM Pacific time here on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. So this is what it looks like here in this part of Canada. Absolutely spectacular place to live. And all my kids grew up here. Hello, old guy, hustle, Dave. Dave, that was my brother-in-law's name, Dave. Although I'm not married to his sister anymore. This Starlink really does act up sometime. I'm going to spin it around for a minute. And that's the view. Isn't that a great view? It's like looking into a rainforest, right down into the deep ravine. And the ravine we have here has a creek in it. It's seasonal, and it goes right into the ocean across the street. It is nice in here. Got the ceiling fan going. It's a warm day. It's a very, very warm evening here on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. Maui. There you go. Maui. Maui no Ko'oi. Do you know what Maui no Ko'oi means? Well, people from Maui know what Maui no Ko'oi means. Maui no Ko'oi means Maui the very best. I've seen you. Yes, I was on her live stream today. She's in Galveston, Texas, and I was in there for a short time, and then she pulled the plug. I think she was going to Bubba Gump's to eat some food. But I've been to Bubba Gump's. Wendy and I went to Bubba Gump's in Lahaina, Maui, and Lahaina's gone now. It burnt up. So, but we went in there and had dinner at Bubba Gump's. But that's a shame what happened to Maui. All gone, burnt up, no more. So hopefully they're going to be rebuilding it soon. Maybe they've started rebuilding. And I haven't been back to Maui since December 20. My last time there was December 2019. Maui. We go to Maui every year for over a month in the wintertime. It's beautiful. I love Maui. But a buddy of mine just was over here today. He just lives around the corner. And he stopped by. I was out chainsawing some logs up, and he rode up on his new Harley. And he was just in Kauai. His son is a helicopter pilot over there. Takes people out on tours in Kauai. So he said, you got to go try Kauai. I've never been to Kauai. I've been to Oahu many times, and I've been to Maui many times. But Kauai, the Garden Island, I think I would like it because Kauai is very, very lush, and they have a really cool botanical garden there. So I think Kauai will be the next place we'll have to visit when we go to the Hawaiian Islands. The only drawback is the American dollar is so powerful. It's so strong, man. And I love traveling to the U.S. I love traveling to the U.S. I like my American friends. I like the U.S. dollar. I just wish it wasn't so much higher than the Canadian dollar. That's what kind of makes it bite a little bit, right? So conversion, every 100 Canadian dollars, it takes 130 Canadian dollars or so to buy 100 American dollars, right? So I think your dollar is about 30 something cents more than our dollar. But it goes up and down, right? It changes all the time, which is good for you guys. We get a lot of American tourists on our island for the buck to get here. So when Wendy was at the market yesterday, she sets up at the market, the Saturday market. She gets a lot of American tourists come by. And hey, they can buy a lot more. They got more buying power. I live in Georgia. Cool. From the coast, my son's, my youngest son, he'll be 25 next week. His best friend lives in, I think it's Augusta or near Augusta. So he goes down there. So my youngest son loves Georgia. So he's been down there a few times to visit his buddy. But his buddy actually moved, and his buddy is American, but his buddy actually moved to Alberta because that's where his girlfriend is working and living. So he went from Georgia to Alberta, and he actually used to live on our island. He lived on our island for 2 years. My youngest son and him rented a house on the south end of our island. But and then he moved back to Georgia. Ian, his name is. He moved back to Georgia. So my son would go down there and visit him in Georgia and stay down there for a few weeks. But yeah, my youngest son loves Georgia, and he's been to Atlanta. I don't know if he's been to Savannah. I'd like to see Savannah. Savannah looks pretty cool, pretty subtropical, near the coast, right? Savannah's like, I think, right on the coast. They grow a lot of cool plants in Savannah. And Atlanta looks like a cool place. I know it gets pretty darn hot down there in Georgia. Summertime, hot and humid, right? And a lot hotter there than here. But anyway, it looks like a beautiful state, Georgia. I'd like to visit Georgia. I've been to Florida, been down to Miami, and I've stopped at Fort Worth, Dallas, going to Tybee Island and Savannah. Oh, cool. Tybee Island, that's really cool out there, and Savannah. Subtropical, kind of like. I watch videos of places like this, and I talk there on my two-way radio. I've talked there lots on my two-way radio, but I've never been there. But I look at the flora because I'm a gardener and we grow a lot of exotic plants here. And I know when you go to Savannah, man, there's lots of beautiful palm trees and tropical like plants. They grow there. That is cool, man. You're lucky. You're lucky you get to go there, man. That's so cool. I'm envious. I'd like to visit those. I'd like to see Louisiana too. I'd like to see the French Quarter, and I'd like to get some of that Cajun food down there, man. Oh, it'd be good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure you've been to Louisiana, but I heard the food's really good there. Creole. Gonna post a few. Oh, are you? Okay, well, I gotta check out your channel then. Old Guy Hustle. That would be cool. Oh, man. Get some videos of palm trees. I'll subscribe to your channel. Matter of fact, can I do that right now? Let's see. Please click your face. No. No. I actually have to go to your channel after I do this live stream. But I would really like to, I'd like to see your videos. I think they'll be pretty cool. I also would like to go to South Carolina. You know what's always interested me is Charleston, South Carolina. Hey, guess what? There's a Maui tattoo right there. See that one? Maui. I got that one done in Kihei. Gas monkey tattoo in 2012. Dolphin. I think dolphins are good luck. But yeah, that'll be cool. I will definitely check those out, Dave. I think appreciate it. Are you a new YouTuber? Well, welcome to the YouTube world. I've been YouTubing since 2008, and before that, I was just shooting videos on another video camera. But that was long before YouTube. Started doing them in the 80s, late 1980s, with the old VHS and the big camcorder. But when my kids were growing up and stuff, I used to shoot lots of videos of them. But yeah, I've been shooting videos for 17 years on YouTube now. I've got my very first channel. I got over 1,000 videos on it. And, I had that channel for a couple of years. So 2008 to 2010. And when it happened, I got logged out of it. And I couldn't remember my password. I couldn't get back in. I've been logged out of that channel. So then July 4th, 2010, I started a new YouTube channel, Banana JSSI. And they just sent me a note the other day. YouTube says, congratulations on 15 years with that channel. So July 4th, 2010, I started Banana JSSI. And then in 2012, I think it was April 2012, I started Jungle Joe C Video Gates. Lots of videos on those ones. And then this one I started with Wendy. This is Wendy's channel. I think about maybe 10 years ago. I think this one is about 10 years old now, this channel, at least. I'd have to look. If you look at the info on it, it'll tell you how old it is. But this is actually my wife's YouTube channel. And I just kind of commandeer it. I just kind of put videos on it for her, keep her going, because if I didn't, she would neglect it, right? She's too busy doing other things. And I'm busy too, but I'm a YouTuber. Man, it's my hobby. But we'll definitely like and subscribe to your channel. Old Guy Hustle. That's what I'm going to look for. I'll just search that out on YouTube and we'll like and subscribe. And you know what? I can actually like and subscribe with 3 channels to you, so you'll get 3 new subscribers. I can do it from this channel. I can do it from Jungle Joe C Video Gates, which is one of my channels. Come on, darn Starlink. Terrible. Anyway, Banana JSSI has a lot of views. That channel has over 21 million hits. And then Jungle Joe C Video Gates, I think, has around 7.5 million hits. And this one here I think this channel's probably got a couple million views on it too. And 7,150 subscribers, something like that. So it's just a hobby. It's fun. And when you get enough subscribers, Dave, and you get monetized, you will get paid. I've been getting paid since 2011 from YouTube, from Google. Google actually pays you. Wow, that would be cool. That's all right. You know what? you're going to get 3 more subs because I'm gonna hit you up with 3 of my channels. So make sure you check your subs. So like I say, one of my channels is Jungle Joe C Video Gates. You look for that. That'll be one of your new subs, which is me. Then it'll be Banana JSSI, which is also me, and then it'll be this one, Gulf Island Rock. And the reason it's called Gulf Island Rock, this one, is because we live on the Gulf Islands, and people that live here call it the Rock because it is a very rocky place. And so we call it the Rock. So it's Gulf Island Rock. All right. So, hey, you have to start somewhere. 22 subs is better than no subs. And I see Raz is getting a lot of subs. She's up there. I think she's 6,200 subs now. Oh, you sub. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I will definitely sub to your channel. No worries about that. And Raz, yeah, I like Raz. She seems like a sweet gal, and I like her. I like her live stream. She's just down to earth, and they're just fun. What I do, I kind of just scroll through. Like I scroll through live streams, and I stop at the ones I like. And there's a few out there I really like, so I always leave comments, and then I sub to them. So Raz, I've been watching her. I think I don't know, maybe since beginning of May or maybe middle of May. It might have been when I got back from Alaska. I got back from Alaska in early May. So I think I don't know if I started watching her. Maybe I started watching her before I went to Alaska. Yeah, she's a nice gal. She seems like a pretty cool gal, Raz. And it's so weird because I have a friend named Raz. Do you know that? We called him Raz since he was a kid, since I went to elementary school. And we called him Raz because his last name is Rasmussen. So everybody just calls him Raz, Mark Rasmussen. We just say, hey, Raz. And then when I saw her channel, it's like, oh, well, I have to sub to this. I have to check this out. I actually shot a video of Raz on this channel. Right here one day I was talking to him. We were at the front of a pizza place, pasta place. And he was in there and he came up and talked to us. We're eating out front. So I shot a video for Raz so she could actually see my buddy Raz. And he's a hell of a lot older than her. I think he's 62. She's 52. So he's got 10 years on her. Anyway, so you guys are 3 hours ahead of us over there in Georgia, right? So it's still light out here. I'll flip it around so you can see this is what it's looking like here. Matter of fact, that's west. The sun usually comes blasting right through. The sunset comes blasting right through that window. Oh, you're 65. You're same age as Wendy. You're same age as my wife. She's 65. She turned 65 on December 6th. December 6th is her birthday. So, yep, she's going to be 66 next December. Oh my God, time flies. When we got together, she's 52 years old. And I was 48. So she's 4 years, 3 months, 23 days older than me, which isn't that bad. I'm 61, she's 65. So she was born at the end of 59, and I was born kind of at the beginning of 1964. So it's all good. And yeah, Wendy's a good gal, and I got lots of videos of Wendy on here. You've probably seen some of it if you watch the videos. So, but yeah, it's just a number, 65. You know, as you get older, there's perks when you get older. You know that? Here, there's definitely perks. You can ride the bus for free. You don't have to pay for the ferry to get off our island. You get it for free. You know, and there's just a lot of other different perks. When you go to a restaurant, certain days they have deals for people that are 65 and older, sometimes actually 55 and older. And there's a place here, like it's 55 and older living. Can you believe it? 55 and older, like 55 is almost like senior. They class that as, right? So I'm guessing you're born in 59 or 60. So if you're born in 60, you're going to be 65, or you were born in 59. So she's on her way to 66. Time flies when you're having fun, right? Lots of fun. Anyway, it looks like Raz is having fun in Galveston, Texas. My birthday is Cinco de Mayo, free Oh, cool. You get free. Oh, that's awesome. Cinco de Mayo, 5th of May. So you're born in 1960. Cool. I need a haircut. That's why I don't get him anymore. I went to a barber and she effed up big time. I'll never go back to that barber again. Ever. Going to go back to that barber. I went in there with a big, thick head of hair like Elvis. And I said, I just want to trim. And I came out looking like this. I said, I ain't going to come to you. And I didn't leave her a tip either. Never went back to her. That was 25 years ago. Something like that. Anyway, thanks. I'll mention that to Wendy. I need a haircut. Anyway, matter of fact, I feel like I might have to shave it up there. I bashed my head the other day. I could blood coming off the top of it. I'm always bashing my head. I got a big scar right up there. It's like, oh my God. I was putting something in the woodshed, and we got this thing, this pointy thing at the top of the woodshed, like a sign. And I stood up and I bashed into the thing. I go, oh, I was about to knock myself out. And I rub it, and I wasn't bleeding yet. And I go, am I bleeding? She goes, not yet. And so I was waiting, and then the blood came, right? So better to have a little bit of padding up there. I'm the type of guy that needs a hard hat because I'm always bashing myself, right? So, but where's Mr. Palad at? Whereabouts are you, Mr. Palad? Are you far away? Like you know where I'm broadcasting from? In a small island. I live on a small island in the North Pacific, way far away from everybody. This is what I'm looking at. I'll zoom in. There we go. I can zoom into those palm trees. Gotta go. Good to meet you. Be safe. Oh, thanks a lot, man. Hey, old guy hustle. I will subscribe and like to your channel. Thanks a lot, buddy. I was out on it today with Wendy. I don't go fast. I just go slow and enjoy the scenery. Have a good one, you guys, and thanks for joining in, Dave. And we'll see you next time on Raz's live stream or here on Gulf Island Rock. It's a beautiful night, really beautiful night. I'll zoom into the kitchen. Look at that. There's the kitchen view right there. It's a pretty palmy place here on this little island. Have fun over in Savannah too. Savannah and the island you're going to, that's going to be fun, man. I want to go to Georgia. I want to go to the States. I love the USA. Hello, Raz. There's Raz. Hey, how's Galveston? You know what? Wendy and I have eaten at Bubba Gump's on Maui. And in front of Bubba Gump's, I remember a bench, and I got a video of me, and they had these big shoes you could put your feet into, and these huge kings. Reconnecting. That's so annoying, this Starlink, man. See you soon. I can't really hear, but I wanted to come tap. Okay, see you, Raz. Have a good one. We'll tune in to your live stream. We'll try to catch tomorrow. I'm off island tomorrow, so I can't really hear you, but wanted to tap in. Okay, have a good one in Galveston. Enjoy the good food, the sights, and everything else in Galveston, Texas. There we go. Yeah, not this. The Starlink really upsets me sometimes when it cuts out. Like, what the hell? Why does it do that? I mean, you know what? The thing is right. The Starlink thing, all the connections are right there in the window. That's it. That's the Starlink right there. And then there's a cable that goes up to the roof, and the Starlink is. We're live again. This is driving me crazy. This Starlink. It shouldn't be. You pay $160 a month, and it shouldn't die off on me like that. Okay, it's not letting me go live anymore. It keeps connection keeps dying. I have to keep reconnecting. So, anyway, you guys, thanks for tuning in to Gulf Island Rock, and we'll see you all next time. Have a great Monday tomorrow. Hey, Ema, I'm a keep it real. I like that. Said hi, saying hi back. Here, let me spin this around. Hey, I'm a keep it real. Oh, you're from Florida. Cool. I've been to Florida. I've been to Miami. You know, I stayed in the Hyatt Regency in Miami, but that was in February '96. Gotta like Florida, man. That's one good state. I'd like to live in Florida. Vero Beach. Oh, Vero Beach is really nice. I know somebody that lives in Vero Beach, and they grow a lot of nice palm trees. Kind of like that. There's a palm tree right there, right out the window. I'll show you where I live. I live on a small island. I live on a small island in the North Pacific. So we're way off the far west coast of Canada here. So you're a long way. You're 3 hours time zone from us here in this part of the world where we live on this small island. We live on the Gulf Islands. Yeah, thanks. Well, I like Florida too, man. Florida's awesome. You're living in a great state. Lots of good people in Florida. Here, I'll show you what it looks like outside. Well, we'll go through the windows first. Here. Yeah, this part of Canada is much different than the rest of Canada, I'll tell you. You wouldn't think we're in Canada when you see that. See all those palm trees out there? I don't want to zoom in too much. Come on. There we go. I'll go outside. Oh yeah, Florida's awesome, man. And you can grow everything. Vero Beach, beautiful area. Very beautiful area. There, this is where we are. This is where we're broadcasting from. Here on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. Yeah, I think it's the best state too. Well, they're very good. I like the way in Florida. like some of these other states. I like California too, but I don't like the politics there. Politics actually suck in California. They suck in Oregon and Washington too, just like they suck here in British Columbia. But anyway, where I live on this island off the far west coast, southwest coast of British Columbia, it's like we're a million miles away from all the crap that goes on in the rest of Canada. Yeah, it's a good vibe where you're at, man. I live here because the climate's the best in Canada. We can grow this stuff, right? We got the best year-round climate in all of Canada out here on these islands. No, I wouldn't want. I would rather be in Florida. If I could trade this for Florida, I would. But I'm not American, so I can't go there. My oldest son used to live in Texas. He had it lucky. He married a girl from Texas. He went down there, met her, and then he married her. She was in Weslaco, Texas, way on the very southern border of Mexico, and just west of Brownsville. And he married her down there. And what a crappy connection. I'm running Starlink, and I moved to Maryland, but I didn't like it at all. Only lasted a month, and then moved. I think Florida is way better because your climate's better in Florida. Maryland is nice, you know. You go to Baltimore and all that stuff, big city, but I think Maryland would be nice. But I got a friend from Maryland. He moved actually to Olympia, Washington. But the weather and the politics, I think, are better in Florida. You're laughing. Vero Beach. I remember there's this guy and his wife, and they lived in New Jersey, and they moved down to Vero Beach probably 15 years ago. And they were always posting pictures in this Facebook group I had. It's like, oh my God, absolutely beautiful down there. So nice. So I moved to Maryland, but didn't like it at all. Only lasted up there a month and moved back to Florida. Well, as long as you got a job, if you can get a job in either place, some people are kind of like, how do they say that? They can work from home on their computer. My oldest son does that, and same with my youngest son. So they can live wherever they want. I mean, my youngest son does video editing, and he was just working down in LA there a few weeks ago. He's down there doing some stuff, but most of the time he's working right on his computer at home. But they needed him down there for something, so he took off. Beautiful beaches. I know you're lucky, man. Beautiful beaches in Florida. We have some nice beaches up here. We live across from a nice white crushed shell beach, but the beaches in Florida you can't beat. The water's so warm. You got nice, beautiful palm trees everywhere. Super cool, man. And it is a good state. Like they think, you put it this way, Floridas think the way I think. That's what I like. I like the politics down there. I like the way you guys think. It's just, how do I say, conservative here. I don't even want to get into politics here, man, but the politics in Canada actually really suck unless you're in Alberta. But Florida would probably be more like Alberta, the way they think, and that's kind of the way I think, right? You know, don't like people telling me what to do. Don't like the government telling me what to do. And that's the type of government we have up here. I call them the commies, right? They're commies. So, but I better watch what I say on these live streams or they might shut me down. That's what communism does, right? So, come on. This star choice keeps crapping out at me. I left from the Port of Miami. And cruised into the Caribbean. First stop, I'm pretty tatted up. I got lots of lots of tats on me. That's just some of them. Got a lot of tats here and there. I forget what I have on me. I got a bunch of them here and there as a hula girl. There's my hula girl, but she's upside down because I'm holding my arm up. But yeah, I like tats, and I haven't had one in a long time. I think the last one I got was that. I think that last one I got was the pineapple, right there. Probably about, I'm gonna say maybe 8 years ago. Yeah, hula girl is here. Where's the hula girl? Right there, Sailor Jerry, hula girl, right there. That's a Sailor Jerry. Aloha. And that one I got in Hawaii. I got a lot of them in Hawaii. That one I didn't get in Hawaii. The one that says Hawaii I actually got on our island. And then that one I was a cover-up. Yeah, Wendy did the pineapple. My gal did the pineapple. She's pretty good. She did a bunch of the tattoos on me. That's the first time I got married in Hawaii right there. That says September 8th, 1986 on it. That's a Honu. It's getting kind of old. Sea turtle. So, all there's the Hawaiian Islands. Hawaiian Islands there. My kids' names are on there too. Right? So, they all kind of mean something. I got here and I got some on my back. I got one on my leg here that's, I'll show you. I'll spin this around. That is a tiki. Tiki tattoo. I don't know if you can see that. Tiki tattoo. Kind of see it. Got that one done in Hawaii. It actually I got that. But why do you have tats? Very tropical tats. Yes, most of my stuff is very tropical. Just like the stuff we grow, right? We grow a lot of tropical plants here on this island. And not as tropical as Florida, though, man. You guys can grow it all. Vera Beach, man. I've seen the stuff that grows there, man. You're lucky. I'd be like a kid in a candy store if I lived with you because I like gardening. I'm a gardener, and that's what I grow. I grow palm trees and exotic plants here. It's the reason I live on this island because you can't do it anywhere else in Canada. And if I lived in Florida, man, I'd have a freaking jungle there. It's it's really nice here, and you look out at this year round, when the rest of Canada's shoveling snow, and we're looking out at these palm trees and stuff. And I'll show you something really cool. And you have these in Florida too. This is a giant tree fern here. I look down here off this deck. Look at that. Massive tree fern there. More palms. And just lots of exotica. That's a huge tree fern. That one's got 6 feet of trunk and 8-foot fronds on it. So it's probably 14, 15 feet tall. It's very, very secluded here. These islands, the only way to get here. Hey, you know what? There's a bird of paradise blooming down there. Let's go look. Yeah, the only way to get here is by boat, man. We're way out in the Pacific Ocean. And off the far southwest coast of British Columbia. Here. This is what the front of the place looks like. Very private. Very private. And when the lights go out here, it is quiet. Dead. Black. Quiet. The only thing you hear is owls and a pin drop. This one's going to bloom soon. And it's very tropical. Yeah, this is Canada, man. This island is in Canada. Hard to believe, isn't it? A lot of people don't believe me. The fig trees are loaded. Figs this year are out. Dixonia Antarctica. There it is. There's a Strelitzia regia. You probably see lots of these where you are in Florida, right? There's another one. Hopefully that one opens up. It looks like it's ready to pop. You would never guess that this is Canada, right? This one's blooming here. This is a Lithocarpus henryi, tan bark oak from California coast, and really cool trees. This one here, that's a Tasmanian tree fern with palms. That one actually has some seed on it. They actually sell seed here. I'll show you the trunk there. Big trunk on it, right? Come on, reconnect. Reconnect. Okay, so look over the back here. Lots of bamboo and tropical like plants. I grow a lot of southeastern palms too, like sable minors and stuff like that. But birds of paradise, yeah, I think that's probably one of the most exotic flowers you're going to ever see, right? And it does kind of look like a bird, doesn't it? Aren't they awesome? It is so secluded. There's actually, you want to know something? There's no cell phone reception where I live. Nothing. There's zero cell phone reception at this end of our island. I'm on the very northern end of our island, and no cell phones don't work here, man. Yeah, unreal, eh? So this is one of our accommodations right here. We got a guest checking in soon. We've had people from Florida stay here. We had people from Hawaii. We had people from all over the world stay at our accommodations. Yeah, this is how thick it is in here, man. There's some really big palm trees. There's some redwoods over there, California redwoods. It's so nice in here. Planted all this stuff long time ago. I hear cyclists riding by. There's some tikis. I'll zoom into those from back here. What do you think of that? There's a tiki tribe. I carved those with a chainsaw. This is my chainsaw driftwood tikis. Yeah. The whole garden is kind of like very jungle, like very, very jungle like. Jungle garden, right? So, yeah. So, you learn stuff on YouTube. Like I say, a lot of people think, well, you're full of crap. That's AI. You can't grow palm trees in Canada. Well, actually, you can. Along the Pacific coast of Canada, only the Pacific coast of Canada, certain species of palm trees do grow. Okay, so I'm going to give you a lesson on palm trees right now. This particular species of palm tree is called, the regular name is called Chinese windmill palm tree, okay? And they're probably one of the most cold-tolerant arborescent palm trees available. When I say arborescent, trunk forming, okay? Tree size palms that will grow like 40 feet of trunk on them. There's some really big old island and along the South Pacific coast. Vancouver, okay, and its suburbs, anywhere near the ocean, you're going to see trees near the Pacific Ocean. The farther you get inland from the Pacific Ocean in Canada, you ain't going to see any palm trees because the weather in the winter gets way too cold. So winters along the coast are mild. They're mild and wet, right? So and then inland they're going to be colder and snowy. The ocean regulates the air temperatures in wintertime. So there's no extremes. Here's one of my tikis. That was a eucalyptus tree. Had them cut down. I grew them from seed, and then I carved them into tikis with a chainsaw. I'll show you a bigger palm here. Come on, there we go. We're live. So this is the entrance to one of our accommodations. This is Magnolia Petal accommodation here on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. All right. So I'm going to show aloha means welcome. Come in. Ikomo mai. We do have Hawaiians on this island. Some of our first settlers were Hawaiians. So that's the island I live on right there. You can Google that. Okay. Salt Spring Island. Canada's Hawaiian island. Aloha e. So this is the. If you want to visit Canada, this is the place to visit. Ima, come out here to the Gulf House, and it's pretty cool. It's you'd have to see it. I do actually videos of it. The tiny house is absolutely Salt Spring Island. So Google that, Salt Spring Island. There's a lot of Hawaiian history here. We're actually on Booking.com. So if you look up Magnolia Petal accommodation on Booking.com, then you will see our accommodation. You will see inside the accommodation. You will see, actually, I could show you inside the accommodation. I'll get the keys and I'll show you what it looks like in there. It's actually quite beautiful. Oh, it's a nice place, man. If you want to get away from the rat race, it's amazing here. If you've never been here before, you'd probably be blown away. There's 11 freshwater lakes here. There is actually a bus system too. There's a hospital, police station, 3 fire halls, high school. We're self-contained. The island is 16.7 miles long, very mountainous and hilly. Okay, so let me turn the light on. So this is one of the rooms here. Nice and cool down here. Really, really cool. And I mean, when you step out, and then you have your own private driveway too. There's actually a rent-a-car place even on our island. Private driveway there. Your own private deck to hang out on down there where the tree fern is. And fridge, microwave. Because when you have a B&B, you're not allowed to cook on the stove. So they said, you got to take that out. I said, oh, no. How do you get your Amazon? They bring them here on the boat every day. We have 3 ferry systems here, 3 different ferry terminals. So there's Amazon on our island every day because there's a big Amazon warehouse on Vancouver Island close by. This is the bathroom down here. So really a nice accommodation down here. And you're looking right out into the jungle, right? So yeah, no, every day Amazon. We get a lot of stuff from Amazon. Yeah, they're over here quick. We have Amazon Link. Starlink keeps dying on me here. So, the warehouse, there's a massive Amazon warehouse in Sydney, and then the southern end of Vancouver Island, which is just south of which is right near our island. It's a 30-minute ferry ride from the south end of our island, takes you over to near the Amazon warehouse. And then there's another ferry around the west side of our island that way, about 10 minutes from our house, and that takes you to another place on Vancouver Island. And then if you want to go to the mainland, if you want to get to the mainland from here, you have to go to Long Harbor Ferry. Yeah, you go to Long Harbor Ferry, and it's about a 3-hour ferry ride to the mainland from Salt Spring Island. We're in the southern Gulf Islands. We're the farthest southwest of the southern Gulf Islands, and then there's Galiano, there's Main Island, Pender Island, Saturn Island. So that's the southern Gulf Islands. But anyway, Google Salt Spring Island. There's a lot of Americans here right now. They come in by boat from California, Washington, and Oregon. And there's lots of American plates. You'll see a lot. I saw one from Illinois the other day, Tennessee, Minnesota. They actually have houses here. A lot of them actually have houses here, and they come here. Some of them come for the summertime. Some of them are 6 months a year. But there's a lot of Americans that do have places here. Technically, our islands should be in the U.S. If you look at a map, look at the southern Gulf Islands and the 49th parallel, we're below it. You'd like it here. A lot of people don't leave when they come here, but like I say, we've had people from all over the USA stay at our accommodations. I wish I could show you the tiny house. It's too far away. My signal will die. The tiny house is on the other side of the property. It's absolutely beautiful. So it's a self-contained tiny home with a separate bathroom. You just walk across a little deck into this beautiful big washroom. It's got your own garden, like your own private little sitting area with two hammocks, a double hammock, single hammock. It's got a king size bed upstairs in the loft of the tiny home. It's beautiful. It's Arbutus Blossom, and that's also on booking.com. So you can look it up. Arbutus Blossom, because it's under these huge arbutus trees. Very tropical looking tree. I'll show you them. I'll show you what these trees look like, okay? It's the only place they grow in Canada. And this Starlink is pissing me off. It's dying on me. So Starlink is right there on the roof. Why it keeps dying, I don't know. So there's an arbutus tree. There's another one over there. There's another big one there. The sun's shining on. Two of them there. And one there. So what's special about these trees is the bark peels like eucalyptus. See? Peels, smooth. And then that bark will be all that color, kind of a greenish smooth. And then they get white flowers that smell like honey in the spring. And in the fall, they're covered with red berries. And they are an evergreen tree. They stay green year round. It's one of only two species of broadleaf evergreens that grow in Canada, and they only grow here. They need exact requirements to grow. They're one of the most difficult trees to ever transplant. They need extremely fast draining soil, and they don't like extremes in temperature. These ones are over 100 feet tall. These are big trees. So they're called Pacific Madrona or Arbutus. Very, very hard wood, like eucalyptus, like an exotic, like that. They're green. Beautiful trees. And then we have all these ones around us too. These are Douglas fir. And then there's western red cedar. There's western hemlock, grand fir, more Douglas fir up there. But thanks. I like plants, man. I know lots about plants. I was gardener for the Parks Department for 2 decades. And then before that, I worked at a big nursery. Starlink. I want to show you the jasmine. The jasmine, about the poor reception here. There's the jasmine vines, and the jasmine vines are just all through the bamboo. There's so many jasmine vines. That's Jasmine officinale. Thanks a lot. It's we like it here. We've created some pretty crazy gardens, and hey, I don't have a Florida plate there. Got California, got North Dakota, Ontario, Maine, Aloha, Hawaii, British Columbia. Some old ones. There's the gallery in there, art gallery in there. We'll go a little bit farther, and lots of palms in here. And then lots of kiwi vines. The kiwis are loaded with fruit. Those are all kiwi vines over there. Tons of kiwi vines. And then there's my man cave right there. And there's one of my antennas. My man cave is a radio room, and that's where I talk all over the world to. And this radio room here, I'll go in. The signal doesn't die. Here's my radio room. My beautiful American flags. And yeah, I talk to the world here in this radio room, right? I've talked to everywhere in Florida. Talked to Florida lots. I've talked to Vero Beach. What's the wildlife there? Lots of deer. There we go. Now we're live again. Yeah, you know, the nice thing about this place, we have this part of Canada, we have what happened in the man cave stays. Yeah, what happens in the man cave stays in the man. Exactly. Wendy built that man cave. Isn't that crazy? She built that. Built it for an art studio, and then she got sick of listening to me in the house. So she says, "You're going out to the man cave, Joe. That's going to be your new man cave, and that's going to be your radio room." So all my radio stuff had to come out into this man cave because I don't have an inside voice. There's the side of the man. It's got windows on that side too. It's actually quite cool. I like it. I didn't want to go out there. It's a place to be. I really like it in the wintertime when we have our rainy season, and I can sit in there. It's nice and warm, and I can talk to people all over. There goes my connection. Now it's back again. That's Starlink for you, right?
No.
Huh? There she is. That's Miss T. She's part of the garden too. She's part of the garden. Here, I'll go and say hi to Wendy. It's not just about me in the garden, it's about Wendy in the garden too. She's a big part of the garden. That's why the garden looks so good. It's her right there.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Yes, I am married. I'm married. Somebody asked if I'm married. I'm married to her.
Who asked?
Somebody asked. Some girl asked if I was married. And I says, yeah, I'm married to. There it is. There she is right there. That's my wife. Beautiful wife right there. She was
gardener wife.
Gardener, builder extraordinaire. I was showing him the man cave you built me.
So are you.
No, I'm not. I don't. She does. Wendy does it all.
We both garden.
Wendy does it all. I need a drink.
No, I'm just a Renaissance
I'm,
woman. That's all.
you're a rebel. This woman's a rebel. She is a rebel.
Yeah. Homemade granola.
Oh yeah, you should see the granola she makes. She makes really good granola, but I'm not really allowed to eat that stuff because
Not during the season, because
this is the busy B&B season. But if anybody ever wants to book a room here, go directly through her, and maybe she can give you a little bit better of a deal, right?
Yeah.
So go through her rather than booking.com.
So I got a.
Talk to Wendy.
It's a small basket for this lady because.
So this is a basket she's making for a B&B guest that's going to be checking in tonight. And I don't know where she is. It's already 8:15 p.m.
I don't know. Well, I think she's in a workshop.
Oh, okay.
But I don't
Okay.
know. I haven't heard anything.
This granola is really good. So she actually bakes this in the oven, and it's got I don't know what it's got in it.
Coconut, oatmeal, walnuts,
Oh,
pecans, almonds,
wow.
sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds,
It's pretty healthy.
honey.
So breakfast is not included. So it's actually an accommodation. If you want breakfast, you would pay extra for breakfast. And it even says it on the website on booking.com. A lot of people get confused. So it's Magnolia Pedal accommodation. If you want breakfast, you have to order it. And then you will get, and she'll make you a healthy basket, which consists of Greek yogurt, her homemade granola. I think there's some cookies. Is there cookies?
This lady doesn't want baked eggs.
She doesn't want any baked goods. And there,
She wanted a hard-boiled
she's
egg.
got a hard-boiled egg. And then there's also coffee in the room. It comes with coffee, tea. Usually Wendy does leave a couple of cookies in there.
I usually use, for a welcome.
Yeah.
But this person didn't want that. So there's no baked, but there's fruit. Then you have fruit.
Oh, you're going to do fruit. So she cuts up fresh fruit. She buys organic fruit. She's got blueberries and strawberries. So you're going to get some good.
Salt Spring, strawberry.
Are they Salt Spring?
Yeah, they're local.
Oh, wow. There we go. Local straw. They look good. Oh, wow. Local strawberries. Excellent. Okay, guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. And stay tuned for more videos here from Gulf Island Rock. It just seems to be going really slow, this live stream. I think the Star Choices, or not Star Choices, is it Starlink?
Darling,
It's just slow today.
it's not very good.
For some weird reason. Some weird reason. Seems to be slow.
I don't know, Joe.
I don't know. But Wendy knows. Wendy knows all. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's the end of this live stream. And stay tuned for another live stream maybe tomorrow. Maybe when I'm off island, I'll do a live stream.
Yeah.
We're going to go off island. I might be able to do one in, we're going to Ladysmith. That's where we're going to go. All right. Cheers. I'll keep it running till 111 because 1 is a good number. Right? Yeah. I'm at 109.27. 109.27. And I'm thirsty. I'm really thirsty. What am I going to drink? Oh, God. Water. Yeah. I need water. So she's cutting this up, and this guest will hopefully check in soon. Those good strawberries, they look good. They look sweet. Organic is the best.
Yeah.
Right? You buy organic and you're going to get way more flavor. Maybe I'll have a thing of Cheerios, I think. Okay. Anyway, that's the host. She will greet you when you check into this accommodation. So wherever you may be, and you want to check out a very amazing part of Canada, kind of the best kept secret here in Canada are these southern Gulf Islands. Right? I mean, look at the view. It's a palmy view. And if you looked out there, you would not believe that is Canada, but it is. Canadian girl with her Canadian accommodations.
Garbage.
Yeah. It's going really slow. So I want to go to 111.
Okay, so she's got that.
And then I'm going to turn this off. And then we'll get another one going tomorrow, though. Cheers to you guys out there in YouTube land. Okay.